On Wednesday, the Mets dropped their second straight game. They lost their series with the Astros in H-Town after winning the series opener. Now, the Metropolitans will begin a three-game series with the Phillies in the city of brotherly love on Friday. New York Post Mets beat reporter Mike Puma, he joins us to talk some Mets baseball. Mike, how's it going? Are you doing better than the Mets?
I better be doing better than the Mets.
Yeah, you better. If you
Otherwise,
weren't,
I
if you
don't know
weren't,
if
we
I'd
have
be. I don't
problems.
know
I
if
don't know if you'd be here. Yeah.
I don't know if I'd be breathing right now.
Yeah, well, we're glad to see that you are breathing and doing much better than the Mets. Mike, as you know, the Mets are now a season worst 6 games under 500. The offense actually broke out in Houston, scoring 21 runs in the 3-game series, but they were only victorious in 1 game. What is more of an issue with this team right now in your eyes? Is it the inconsistent offense or the inconsistent pitching?
Yeah, the big thing for me all along in this disappointing season has been the starting pitching. It hasn't been uh, anywhere near what we expected coming out of spring training. And that starts at the top, obviously, with Verlander and Scherzer haven't gotten any kind of roll together. They've been up and down, but then you go into the middle of the rotation and the back end of the rotation. Tyler McGill's certainly been a disappointment. After last season, he early in the season before he got injured, he was a big piece that they thought could help them. And Peterson's been back. David Peterson's been back in the minor leagues. Senga's been pretty good. I think Senga's been what maybe what you would have expected here. But I start with the rotation as the biggest culprit here for the reason the Mets are 6 games under 500.
All right, going with the rotation, which has not been what the Mets thought, as you said, especially at the top of that starting rotation. And following the game on Wednesday night, manager Buck Showalter, he stated that the team hasn't lost confidence. And Daniel Vogelbach said that he believes a winning streak is coming from the Mets. Can the Mets turn things around, Mike, or is it time for fans to officially hit the panic button?
Well, I think fans started hitting the panic button a few weeks ago, but maybe the double panic button. Listen, there's a couple of weeks here before the All-Star break. You certainly want to show something here. You're 6 games under 500. If you get to 10 games under, that is very difficult to come back from. So I think you want to look at these last couple of weeks before the break here as an opportunity to slice into that a little bit and see if you could get it down to 2 or 3 games under 500 before the break, and then come out of the break and try and make a run. You got to start making progress here. You can't go backwards anymore at this point. You're 6 games under.
Yeah, so you talk about starting to make progress. That probably needs to happen now, this weekend, right, Mike? So 3-game series against the Phillies this weekend. The Mets, they have now gone 6 straight series without a series victory. What needs to happen for them to get that progress that you talked about and get a series win in Philadelphia?
Yeah, the last time the Mets won a series, it was that sweep of the Phillies right after Memorial Day, coming off of a disappointing road trip. So now, going down to Philadelphia, Mets have certainly played some wild games down there over the years. They have Senga going, and you get to Carrasco after that, who's another one who's been a disappointment. The Phillies have had a little bit of their own issues. You look at their bullpen hasn't been good, and there's just Zach Wheeler's just starting to get on track, and Aaron Nola's been a disappointment. So they have their own issues going on, the Phillies, but hey, they're still they're better than the Mets right now. So yeah, but if the Mets are going to get a turnaround here, you look to the fact that they swept the Phillies the last time they met at Citi Field.
Yeah, maybe that gives them some confidence going into this series. As I said, a season worst 6 games under 500 for the New York Metropolitans right now. Mike Puma, he'll be covering the series in Philadelphia. He'll have you all covered on the New York Mets and the great coverage that he does for the New York Post. Mike, thank you for the time. I'm glad you're doing better than the Mets. Hopefully the Mets can get better soon and be as good as you are. We hope.
Thanks, Dexter.